south tomorrow because I've really enjoyed trunking this last couple of weeks. And we don't want to see a water change at all. But welcome to the underwriting body for the 24th Waterman's Ball. Just to recap the past, as you guys know, we set some lofty goals in terms of fundraising. So far, over the period of the Waterman's Ball's history, we've raised over $6 million as an industry. I'm really proud of you guys. I'm proud of the industry for the effort in doing whatever we can to support the beneficiaries that keep us in the water. So well done, you guys.
Yes.
This year we have 20 beneficiaries that we'll be supporting that do amazing work in a variety of fields. I've had at first I thought it was misfortune, but now I say I've had the good fortune of having about a 6-month sabbatical, and I now surf every day. And
all right, yeah. Yeah, no wonder he's so tan.
My wife now tells me I'm blonde. She used to say I was grey. But no, it's been amazing. And the quick story I do want to tell is that during the course of the past few months, what's been a little disturbing to me is that a lot of my sessions down in the Cotton Stressels area, there's been a lot of dead sea life on the beach, and it's been from seals to dolphins, a lot of seabirds, and recently. My wife and I went to the Mammal Marine Rescue Center in the Laguna Beach Canyon, and they're absolutely inundated with baby seals that have been abandoned or washed up by their mothers, and it's an incredible thing to see. And if you get the chance to visit there, I would recommend that you go there just to sort of see what happens when the ecosystem gets messed up. And while the beneficiaries at the moment in one form or another are supporting a lot of the sea life that's out there, the research is showing that, I don't want to scare you guys, the research is showing that the radiation levels in a lot of sea life off the coast here from both Fukushima in Japan, as well as potentially, and I don't want to any rumours here, but potentially some Edison leakage from San Onofre is contaminating a lot of sea life in the area, and fish that eat the seaweed is contaminated and then getting eaten by seals and dolphins and seabirds, and it's resulting in a crisis along this very shoreline. So, as much as we've done, we've seen some amazing work being done over the years by the beneficiaries, and they continue to do amazing work. It seems as if every year there's some sort of new crisis. And as I say, I don't want to sort of spark alarm here, but since I've had the benefit of no longer being a weekend-only surfer, I've become much more aware of what's going on out in the water. And this year's crisis, and hopefully it is contained soon, is a decimation of sea life, certainly inshore sea life. Who knows what's happening up there? A couple of years ago we had the oil spill in Alaska, we had the toll road, etc., etc. So the point is that this is a vital effort that we're involved in, and I'm really proud of all you guys. I'm super stoked, and I know I say this every year, to see so many of the same faces year in and year out, and I feel bad that we keep trying to, rattle your pockets, same group every year. But you guys are you are the stewards, you are the leaders, and we all need to be stewards of the ocean, and these beneficiaries need our help, and they do amazing work. You'd be amazed how much work some of these small beneficiaries can get through with a $5,000 grant, and some of our grants to some of the beneficiaries are as low as $5,000, going all the way up to about $150,000, depending on the organisation and what their reach is. But you would be amazed. And on that note, I want to thank the beneficiary groups, and most importantly, I want to thank the volunteers of those beneficiary groups, all your kids, students, college grads, you do internships and so on. You're out there cleaning beaches, doing research, water testing and so on. And they do it purely for love of the ocean. And their efforts are what's keeping us in the water, number one. And number two, keeping us as an industry thriving. Note the sequence of events there, right? My mindset's changed. But so a big thanks to the beneficiaries, and most importantly to the volunteers, particularly your kids. And I know a lot of our kids are a little older now. Some of you guys are aging faster than others, but our kids are getting older, and over the years, generations have done some amazing work for a lot of the beneficiaries. And hats off to all those volunteers and the beneficiary organizations. Okay, so this year's Waterman's Ball, we'll be back here, and some thanks. First of all, a huge thanks to the Ritz here at Salt Creek for once again not only hosting this event, but for hosting the Waterman's Ball this year. The menu couldn't be better, and we look forward to another great event. And a huge thanks to Ritz for their continued support of the event. A huge thanks to Audi, America's coolest car company. And I'd like to welcome Arlene here tonight, who's representing the Audi team. I made a point of telling her how many Audis are being driven by this industry at the moment. And I like to think, not only because they make such great cars, but because they're such great supporters of our industry. So thanks, Audi. And then again, of course, to the industry itself. We're going to be tapping you guys for donations for the auction at the Waterman's Ball. But again, really, you guys, you can take a bow. I'm proud of what we've done as we pulled together as an industry to support, the very, very foundation of what our industry is built on. And there it is out there. Okay, and then last but not least, to save the best to last, I really want to welcome and congratulate this year's honorees. The industry's oldest father, Fernando Aguerre. That's not his grandchild, by the way. Hey, he's the youngest father at heart, I can tell you that. The youngest old father at heart. But a huge congratulations to Fernando. This year is Waterman of the Year. I've been chairing this event and heading up the SIMA Environmental Fund for over a decade now, and I'm always adamant to make sure that we select the right honorees who are well deserving, and rather than, shall we say, celebs who are going to pay the rent. I believe that the right honoree needs to be selected first. And if he happens to be a celeb, then great. Fernando's both. I can tell you that in international Olympic circles, he is a celebrity. Because I think, wow, he's this crazy guy, dresses like this. But no, Fernando has done, as you guys know, is a colourful character. I think that he's added a tremendous amount of colour to this industry since him and his brother moved to the United States. And he's a good friend. I know he's a good friend of all of ours. He's not scared to speak his mind. And at the same time, he's an entrepreneurial go-getter. And I think that, since he's moved out of the reef business and into, should we say, more of the sports side of surfing, he's done an amazing job with the ISA. I think they hold 7 world championship events now in different disciplines. Every time I see something else, I call him up and say, so what are you going to do? You have a body surfing world championships next? Yeah, I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. Yeah, there you go. But the one thing I do want to say, and everything we do in surfing is not necessarily about competition, but the amount of work that Fernando has done in terms of furthering not only the industry, but furthering the sport of surfing has been amazing. And for those of you who aren't following what's going on in the Olympic movement at the moment, you should really sort of read up on it. And Fernando's done a tremendous amount of work there, and potentially whether you like competition or don't like competition, the credibility that being an Olympic sport brings to sport is an amazing thing and beneficial, as much as we may be grumpy old guys who don't want crowded lineups, and I'm one of them. The fact of the matter are, the kids don't see it that way, and this is a youth industry and a youth sport, and you know, Fernando is a tireless, ageless, entrepreneurial, creative individual. He's done an incredible job in furthering the sport of surfing and the industry over the years, and a well-deserved Waterman of the Year this year. Our lifetime achievement our lifetime achiever this year is Peter Townend, the mate.
Right.
So PT just turned 50.
The new 50.
Most of you I saw about a week ago at PT's 50th, and an amazing event put on by the lovely Layla. I was absolutely blown away by some of the moves by the girls from Brazil, and I've been practicing those moves myself. I just can't get the hip movements right. But it was an amazing event, and PT is a well-deserved lifetime achievement honoree. PT, as you guys know, is the first world professional surfing champion. I actually competed against him that year, and he kicked my ass. And I ended up being the photographer taking the photo of him winning the event, as opposed to competing him in the finals of that event. But PT has been, has had a long, colourful career. I think that he's also done a tremendous amount for the sport of surfing. Not only, he's an Australian living in the United States, and has done a tremendous amount of work for surfing in the United States in various aspects, whether it be his involvement in competitive surfing, the NSSA, the industry, and so on, and continues to respect and nurture his roots in Australia and visits there regularly. And I guess he's sort of an international ambassador for the sport, and has been for, what's it now, coming up to 40 years. I think he started surfing when he was about 5. So he just turned 50.
He just added another 10, though.
But anyway, big congratulations to PT. He's the ubiquitous in the sport of surfing. He's everywhere, and a great supporter of so many events, and a well-deserving, long time coming lifetime achiever. Well done. Okay, when it comes to the Environmentalists of the Year, we did a lot of soul searching on this one, and we really deliberate hard. Like I say, we really want deserving honorees, and after a lot of deliberation and a couple of turn downs and so on, we went out to a couple of our beneficiary groups and said, who's doing great work for you guys? And we were really stoked to be able to honor this year Brandon Boyd and Incubus, who have done amazing work for the environment. And for those of you who sign up for a silver or gold underwriting event, there's a book there by Incubus that goes with your donation tonight. But we're really looking forward to welcoming Brandon and the Incubus team to the event. And then last but not least is John Rose. John Rose is a Laguna Beach surfer. He was competitive in his day, and as you guys know, he's been involved in a number of both humanitarian and environmental issues. Continues to be really involved in clean water programs, clean drinking water programs around the world, and was extremely active in the Hurricane Sandy relief effort on the East Coast, among other things. So a well-deserving special award recipient this year. So those are our honorees. I'm not going to go on any longer. I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to hand you over to Larry, who's going to shake some money out of your pockets. But you know how it works, you guys. There's the board. We need the money. There's radiation going on out there that we need to stop, among other things. And I need to make sure that everything is intact, because those mid-morning, midweek sessions suit me just fine. And you guys are welcome to join me at any time.
Right.
So if you guys wouldn't mind, before you leave, if you can, I know your company's got some budget, so if you can fill in a couple of blocks on the board, it would be appreciated. it is all about getting together as a tribe, and at the same time making sure that the foundation of our very structure is kept intact. So thanks very much again. Please have a look and see what you can contribute. That's what it's called, an underwriting party. You're underwriting the costs of the event. And we've got a quick live auction for a few items, which I'm sure you guys will be interested in. So I'm going to hand you over to Larry. Thanks again, you guys. Look forward to seeing you at the Waterman.